Hello everyone in YouTube land, Hardworker12 here. Just want to make a quick video about how to use Apple CarPlay in a new Subaru with the Starlink Generation 3.1 system. I happen to be sitting in a Subaru Ascent, but this video is going to be applicable for any Subaru with the Apple CarPlay and really almost any new car with the Apple CarPlay. This is basically how it works, and I'm going to show you how to set it up. And it's all pretty standard across the line. So the first step that you need to do is connect your phone to the Bluetooth. So in this particular car, I'm going to push phone right here. And do I want to add a device? Yes, I do. And then I'm going to get my actual phone and go into the settings, go into the Bluetooth. As you can see, I've hooked up to many different devices. And I'm going to hit Subaru BT, and I'm going to hit pair, and I'm going to hit confirm. And my phone is connected. Do I want to download the contacts? Sure, who cares? Download contacts. Okay, so my phone is hooked up. So now we need to plug the phone into the USB port to activate the Apple CarPlay. Okay, so I have now plugged the phone into the car. The data link on this car is the bottom USB port, which is typically how it is if you have a car with two USB ports, but just make sure you have it plugged into the right one. So up on the screen, here's what you get with the Apple CarPlay. As you can see, I can look at my Apple Maps, I can look at my messages, audiobooks, podcasts, my phone, and my music. For me personally, what I mainly use with Apple CarPlay when I'm using it is the maps, because this is a pretty cool feature. Right now I'm at work and it wants me to go home, so it's calculated my route home because that's where my phone thinks that I want to go. And what you can do to kind of mess with this, when you're on the map, just touch the screen and it pulls this up so you can go to destinations. And I can look at different destinations that I have gone to recently or looked up recently. And let me see if I can get it to focus a little better here. You have, like, if I need to go to a gas station, I can hit gas stations and it'll load that up and find me the nearest gas station. So you can kind of use your nav. The big way that you communicate with Apple CarPlay when you have it hooked up is via voice command. So I'm going to go back here. On the steering wheel in this particular car, I have what I call the talkie face button. This allows me to activate the voice commands on the car. Subaru uses this icon. Some other cars are going to use like a microphone, but something to activate the voice commands. So if I push this button, navigate to 2775 Mesa Verde Drive East, Costa Mesa, California.
Getting directions to 2775 Mesa Verde Drive East, Costa Mesa.
So there you go. So if you need to go somewhere to an address, you can do something like that.
Starting route to 2775 Mesa Verde Drive East. Proceed to the route.
I'm not actually going to go there. So I've ended that. When you're on the maps, you can also do something like this. Find me a Starbucks.
One possibility I see nearby is Starbucks on East Carson Street. Let me know if I should call one of them or get directions for you.
So there we go. We can go to Starbucks if we want to. This little button, which looks like the home button on an old iPhone, is the home button. So it will take you back here. And for instance, let me see if I can work this out. Let's say you are texting with someone. They can text you. And if you push this blue thing,
Larry said, "Hey, you are cool. Want to reply?"
yes.
Go ahead.
Thanks, Larry. I think you're cool too. You're the coolest guy I know.
Your reply to Larry says, "Thanks, Larry. I think you're cool. You're the coolest guy I know." Ready to send it?
Send.
There it goes.
So once you have sent it, let's see if it pops up. There he is. And it pretty much even got it right. So if you want to text message, text and drive, this is the best way to do it. You're not actually texting because the car reads you your text messages, and you can just have a full-on conversation. So it is very, very convenient if you want to do something like that. Let me text myself again just to make myself feel like I have friends. Oh.
Larry said, "Please come soon." Want to reply?
No.
Okay.
So that's the texting portion of it. Works very well, very nice. The other thing I use is the music. And again, it's pretty much all voice commands. I mean, I have a lot of music on my phone, and it's just going to pull up whatever I was listening to last. Turn that down so I don't get copyrighted by Cake. Best band ever from Sacramento. But again, you can do, play Metallica.
Sure, here's some Metallica.
So you can control your music too. Again, you pretty much do it all with the voice commands right here on the steering wheel. The music, the maps, and the text messaging is mainly what I use. The phone is, it is what it is.
I can make a call for you or play your voicemail. Which would you like?
Cancel.
Okay.
But again, you would just push this button and say, call home, call John Smith, that kind of thing. It brings up my favorites on the screen, so if I want to call somebody, I can just push a button and call them. And I can look at my recents as well. So, pretty cool. Apple CarPlay is a nice feature. The only downside of it, if you're somewhere where you don't have cell reception, it won't work. So you won't be able to get map data. The Siri voice command thing won't work without data. But as long as you have data, it works great. The navigation works great with the Apple Maps and the music and everything. And it's a cool feature. So if you have one of these cars that has Apple CarPlay, I definitely recommend utilizing it. You do have to, in most cars, you do have to have the phone plugged into the car, but it charges it while it's plugged in. So it's not so bad, and you can still make phone calls and play music and do everything you want to do. So thank you very much for watching my video about Apple CarPlay, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.